Hi everyone, Dr. Williams here. Welcome to week 2 of the psychopathology and diagnosing class. First, I'd like to say that yay for you, you've completed your first assignment, the VoiceThread assignment. And I have looked at some of those during this past week, and I've been really pleased with the final products that you've submitted. Just a reminder that for this class, assignments are due on Sundays, and then I will grade the day after each assignment is due, so I will grade on Mondays. So I will be looking at your VoiceThreads and grading them on Monday, the 22nd of January. So let's talk about the assignments for this week. This week, before you begin your week 2 assignments, the first thing you need to do is look on the course menu, and you'll see where it says Start Here, and click on that, and you will see a link called What is Critical Thinking? And so the first thing that I need for you to do is click on that link, look at the information, come back out of that website, and mark that you have reviewed that information. And it's just really important to read about critical thinking before you begin your discussion boards, because that's really what I'll be looking for when you complete your discussion board assignments. After you do that, go to your week 2 folder, and there you will see that this week you are to read chapter 3 of your Comer textbook, and it's about models of abnormality. So this is going to talk about the different ways of viewing abnormal behavior, and that's the reason that I included that cute little Shel Silverstein poem called Points of View, because that's what this is about. Chapter 3 are points of view, how we view abnormal behavior. After you do that, you will complete a discussion board 1, and it's going to relate to this material in chapter 3. So be sure that you read the chapter before you complete the discussion board. Also, you will, in this week, let me go back here and look, you will need to look at the DSM, and specifically pages 19 through 24. That's the part of the manual that explains how to use the manual, and that's going to be very important for setting a foundation for our future reading about the different diagnoses that are there. And then finally, I've given you the information about the diagnostic movie review assignment. Now, this is not an assignment that is due yet. It's not due until the end of the 8th week of class, but I've gone ahead and given you the information about it and the tools that you need to work on it, so that you and your group members can start thinking about it now. But essentially what it is you're going to look at the course menu, and on the course menu you'll see that there's a link called Diagnostic Movie Review. When you click on that, you will see a group there, 2 groups. There are 2 groups that have been assigned, and since we have 8 people in the class, we have 2 groups of 8. And whenever you click on your group's link, you'll see a page where all of the group members are listed, and then there are some group tools that are made available for you. Now, of the group tools that are listed here, your group only has to work with 2 of them. You have to work with the group wiki and the group journal. So, I'm sorry. From time to time, you'll see that I talk to my dogs because they like to hog the camera. So, the first thing that needs to happen is every group member needs to watch the movie The Hours, and I have provided you with a YouTube link where you can view that for free. And then you'll come back together, and the group will work together to decide on a diagnosis, and each group for characters of the movie, and each of the 2 groups will provide a diagnosis for 2 of the characters. So this is going to be all group members collaborating and agreeing upon a diagnosis for one character and a diagnosis for the other character. And so the assignment outlines everything that needs to be included in the wiki. If you go to your groups page now and you go ahead and click on the group wiki, you will see on the right hand side of the screen that there are 3 pages listed. And you will have, I've already created your group's pages. You'll have 3 pages that the group will complete together. One page is an introduction, 1 page is for one of the characters, and the last page is for another one of the characters, and I've already assigned those characters to the groups. If you're not familiar with what a wiki is, it essentially is just a place where, an online place where multiple people can add content to the same document. They can edit it, they can revise it. And what happens when you and your group complete your wiki is that you'll need to kind of divide out the information and decide who's going to write what part of the wiki, so that, because Blackboard does keep up with how much each group member contributes to the project. In order for your group to get all points for the group collaboration aspect of the grade for the assignment, each group member needs to contribute at least 20% of the content, which means that those of us who kind of like to take a back seat, we might need to step up and make sure that we're contributing our part. And those of us who tend to want to kind of take it by the horn and just kind of do it, we have to relinquish some control to other people, which can be really uncomfortable. But the great thing about a wiki is that, you know, if one of you is a really good editor, then you can, there can be somebody who says, look, I'll go in and edit it for grammar, mechanics, spelling, punctuation, and all of that, as long as everybody's contributing 20%. So that's the first part of the assignment. Also in your group folder, you'll see a group journal. Now, this is a group journal. It's in the group folder, but each group member will contribute a journal entry. And again, in week 2 and in your syllabus, it specifies the type of content that you need to include in your journal entry. The journal entry will be graded individually, not as a group. But the wiki will be a group assignment and a group grade. I hope that makes sense. And so something else that you'll see in that folder is you'll see other tools. Now, these other tools are not tools that you are required, that your groups are required to use, but I really think they could be helpful for you all in communicating about what you're doing and helping to organize the assignment. So the file exchange is one tool where you guys can share different documents back and forth. There's a group discussion board that's just for your group members where y'all can have a discussion about, look, who's going to do what when, or you can have a discussion about, let's talk about the diagnosis for Virginia Woolf, and y'all are talking about it that way. Of course, you can use your own regular email too, but then there is a send email tool, so you can send an email to all your group members from right here. And then there's group tasks, which is a tool where you can delegate different things to different group members. This assignment, I've included this assignment because in what we do, it's very important that we get in the habit of collaborating and in consulting with others and getting second opinions. And so this assignment is really geared for, looking at differences among clinicians' opinions whenever they're diagnosing and kind of talking about it together and determining diagnoses together, and consulting and collaborating with others. So those are the assignments for this week. If you have any questions for me, please shoot me an email. You can be looking for your VoiceThread assignment grade on Monday the 22nd. And other than that, I hope that everybody has a great week, and I look forward to talking to you very soon when we begin our video conferences. See ya.